Hope you're doing good. Micah back with another video. Back here to say hello and goodbye. Yes, a viewer of mine actually bought my Galaxy Z Fold 6 via Swapper. So that's why I list a lot of phones that I may have used or may have gotten a hold of. And after doing some reviews or checking them out, I will list them for sale there. So if you guys ever want to check out my Swapper, go ahead and check that out. But yes, someone actually let me know that they watched my channel, came across my Z Fold 6 for sale. They trust me in terms of how I take care of my devices because they've seen the coverage on it. So that's great. Thank you guys for having that in me. When you guys see my products, and as you guys can see, everything's still good in terms of the device here. As I did state, this little, you could barely even see it, that minor, very minor chip on the corner there, but outside of that, perfect condition. My Z Fold 6, a device that I have grown to very much so love and appreciate, is now going to be gone. And in comes a new journey, a new chapter, and something I want to experiment with on this channel is checking out budget devices from Samsung. Now, budget devices in general, because I also have some budget devices that I'll be showing you guys here over the course of the next week or so. But I actually want to check out and see, can I survive using a more budget-based smartphone? Now, I have a couple problems with the Galaxy A36 already, and it's the weird decision Samsung has actually decided to make with this. First of all, you get Gorilla Glass Victus on the back for the glass, which is a plus. That's really good. The phone comes in at $400 right now. It's actually on sale for like $340, and I bought mine at Best Buy. I just went up to Best Buy, purchased it for $349. So on Amazon, I have links in the description box for you guys. This device is running $339 on Amazon. So I definitely, if you guys want to check it out, I got you covered in the description box below. So you get Gorilla Glass Victus Plus on the back for the glass, which is great. You get polycarbonate or plastic framing, but the way they paint it, it blends in well, and it feels, based off what I've heard, and we're gonna find out here as I open this device here, it feels well. So I'm not necessarily mad at the build. When you consider a lower end, it seems like budget is really about build quality more so than anything, because Samsung does a great job of packing a lot of features in this. Now, this is the awesome black version of the phone. I probably will get a skin because I'm not the biggest fan of gloss, and I wish they would have had the other lavender multicolor, multi-tone translucent color, so that way it would hide fingerprints. This is already going to get on my nerves, I can tell. So hopefully I can find a skin for this phone, so that way I can maybe style it in that way, or I get a very solid case from any of my case companies that has been supporting the channel for a good period of time to help rock the A36 with. And so upon taking it out, oh, very light. Feels, it almost, you know what it is? I'm so used to this form factor that feeling like a normal phone in the hand feels so like weird and wide. I'm so used to the grip of the Galaxy Z Fold 6 kind of footprint. So it's pretty interesting to see how, like, even though this is kind of built similar to like the Galaxy S24 Plus, that's the last big regular size phone I had at 6.7 inches, which is what this comes in. It's like getting used to it feels like I'm getting used to something new again, and it's really just old that I've erased out of my mind as a result of the Galaxy Z Fold 6. You get full HD plus on the main screen. So let's go ahead and do this. Ta-da! Beautiful screen here. I like this indent here on the side because it defines where the power button is, which is nice, and you got your standard volume rocker power button layout for a Samsung device there. You got 3 cameras, a 50 megapixel standard wide, and an 8 megapixel ultra wide, and a 5 megapixel macro lens, and then you get a 12 megapixel on the front for selfies. So that's good to see there. And then it's clean on this side, so that's pretty good there. And again, you wouldn't really quite know that it's plastic the way they've treated the frame. You get a SIM card slot, but this is where my first gripe is. 128 gigs of storage, non-expandable. So that's something that's going to be tough for me to figure out if I can get used to. And I think for a device that costs $400 and you're not going to include expandable storage, in this day and age of 2024, 2025, where you're looking at pictures, high resolution pictures and videos coming in, weighing in more, apps coming in larger sizes as well, wanting to download media offline for use, 256 gigs of storage should now be the minimum for devices, especially if you're not going to allow for expandable memory such as micro SD cards. So that's my first disappointment and gripe with this phone, but I won't officially know how bad that is until I load all my information into it and we see if I can live off of 128 gigs of storage. Right now on my Galaxy Z Fold 6, I use 156 gigs, but I'm thinking a good portion of that is the software running for the Galaxy Z Fold 6, and that includes a lot of the AI features. And one of the biggest differences between a major flagship and a more budget-based phone is the processor, which will not allow a lot of those Galaxy AI features on here. And that's what we're going to get into in other videos. So will the smaller blueprint of Galaxy AI features actually benefit storage when it comes to the Galaxy A36? We're going to find out. Let's do our first power on because I'm going to have to transfer my data. And do we have power? We do. And we got a nice little subtle vibration there. So it's going to be interesting to see how the speakers sound. You get your stereo speakers, lined up there, down there at the bottom around the USB-C port, and up there in the speaker grill. You get USB 2.0, but you also get 45-watt super fast charging for this, which is amazing because for $400 and for being more of a budget-based device, this has 45-watt charging, whereas the Galaxy Z Fold 6, weighing in with 4,400 milliamps as opposed to 5,000 milliamps, does not have 45-watt charging. It has 25-watt. So you already see this checking off a box from that perspective. Now, one thing that this device does not have that the Galaxy Z Fold 6 has is wireless charging. Something I'm going to truly miss, especially bedside, because I have a whole Samsung charger specific for Samsung devices, and I will no longer be able to charge this wirelessly. I'm gonna have to plug in. So I may have to do some finagling in my bedroom with what charger I have next to my stand, because now all it takes is a cord, or maybe I just charge it before going to sleep, and we'll see how that affects my battery life going into the next day. So for me, I'm going to enjoy and relish in kind of having a standard slab device again. Best believe that I will be aiming to get the Galaxy S25 Edge later this year. Should be coming out soon. And I will be going for the Galaxy Z Flip 7 instead of the Fold 7. And that is because now experiencing both the Flip and the Fold, I can 100% say that as much as this two-in-one device fit my needs from a tablet perspective or a bigger screen and a smaller screen, I much prefer the handability, the portability, the transportation, the flipology of the Galaxy Z Flip series. That's my favorite compact phone. It can go large at 6.7 and clasp back closed to something very pocketable. And so that's something I'm going to be enjoying and relishing in, is being back with the Z Flip series when the newest one comes out later. I almost got a Z Flip 5, but unfortunately I wouldn't have gotten in time to be able to transfer my information from device to device and to ship that off to one of my viewers. So for those reasons, I decided to get an A36 as well. And this journey is going to be interesting. You have 120 hertz for the display. Amazing for a budget device, or for a $400 device. You get 120 hertz, basically full HD plus. I think it's 1080p by 2340. So great resolution on the display, and that's really all you need. I like that. I'm not, QHD is not a super big deal, so that's also going to preserve battery life from that perspective. The Snapdragon 6 Gen 3 is what's powering this device as opposed to the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1, I believe that's in there. And so when you can, I think so. Don't hold me. I think that's correct though. So the differences there is what varies when it comes to AI and Galaxy AI specifically. You still get circle to search and Gemini capabilities here, but a lot of those other Galaxy AI features we will not see with the Galaxy A36. And that's probably where you start seeing the pay to play features when it comes to AI with our smart devices. Is what you pay for is what you get. You won't get all the AI features with the budget devices, and that's probably going to come down to the processor that's being used that has the NPU capabilities and capacity to house and function with Galaxy AI features. And so keep that in mind when you're going to get a device. If you want to take, participate with a lot of Galaxy AI features, you're going to have to raise the bar in device you get, and that's probably going to start with the Galaxy S series in Samsung's ecosystem, because even the Galaxy A55 or A56 rather will not have the whole fledged or fleet of Galaxy AI features. So again, keep that in mind. But I didn't want to bring this device to you guys to show you guys we have a new device in town. We're going to be breaking it down, seeing what One UI 7 looks like on here as well, keeping up, maintaining, and journeying with being able to function with a more budget device as opposed to the major flagship with the foldology of the Galaxy Z Fold 6. So let me know down in the comment section below, do you have an A36, do you have an A35, an A25, an A26, an A15, an A16, an A54, 55, 56, S series, Z series, the new G series coming out soon? The comment section is open for discussion. But again, as always, if you guys haven't already, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, it's all free. That way you never miss our videos. So you and I can sit back, check, see what's cracking. And don't forget to hit that super things button down there by the like and dislike button, Cash App and PayPal, and check the channel out for all the videos available to you. That's way to keep tech fresh and alive on this channel. And don't forget about the links in the description box if you guys are interested in either of these devices. I always keep you guys up to date in the description box below. But your man Micah signing out. Until the next video. Wait for it.